Paul, what do you make of your team's performance today? You must be proud of them.
Yeah, obviously it's Wigan's night, so we acknowledge first and foremost that it's Wigan's night. Been their year, they've been the most consistent team, so we obviously picked a very young and experienced side to come here and face the world champions. So they approached that with excitement and enthusiasm, and I thought they displayed that in bucket loads out there. Not all just the young players, but the senior players who've been coming back from injury and not had much football because we've got no reserve games. So that there's a lot of players in there who's not played for a while. But the youngsters in particular, I thought were fantastic. I thought they competed for everything. Clearly playing against a superior team there in Wigan, but very proud of them.
And from your perspective, it was the exercise you needed to do to protect your players?
100%. Yeah, our boys my objective is to have a fit squad going into the big games, the playoff games, and so in that respect we was able to do that with by utilising the squad and the youngsters and preserving our boys.
You said that your players did well. Any players in particular that impress you?
Yeah, Sky asked me this, and I just think it's unfair to pick people out, but yeah, I thought we had a couple of props there who did long minutes. Charlie Glover in particular, and I thought Jamie Pye had been on a journey, not played for 3 years before joining us this time last year, almost a year to the day, where he rejoined us, lost 25 kilograms, and then finds himself at DW playing against the world champions. So there's a couple of good stories in there, but I've picked them two names out, but I really do think that they all applied themselves brilliantly, and they'll have all enjoyed the experience, and it'll give them some clarity in where they're at in their career paths, and some will go off in different directions in the future. Some will stay, and some will do great things, but they've all got an heritage number, they've all got an appearance against the world champions in front of 16,000 people, so it was a great night for them.
Well, you'll find out in the next couple of days who you played next weekend. Mm-hmm. But from your perspective, when does the preparation get underway, or is it already underway?
Oh yeah, it's just obviously we need to find out before we start getting into the detail, but it's an ongoing process, making sure our players are fit and well and looked after. So, but they do that themselves. They're professional players, so we manage our squad and they manage themselves extremely well. So. Yeah, it's already ongoing.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Was Jack Almond-Ride a case of getting minutes under his belt for the games ahead?
Yeah, well, Jack's one of those who's not played and there's no reserves games, so it's very difficult when we've been at a cliff edge for the last 2 weeks against Catalan and Hull games. It's not the games that you want to start throwing players in to get minutes, so it's very difficult in that respect. Same with Sidlow, same with Ben Elliwell, and like you said, Jack Almond-Ride as well. But so yeah, it ticked a few boxes today, enabled us to do that.
And the senior lads who play tonight can take stuff from the way they almost like led the youngsters.
Yeah, their approach was brilliant. Chris Atkin was captain. I think he epitomised what the senior players were about. I thought again their approach all week was very. They looked forward to playing, and I thought they like I said before, I thought they applied themselves brilliantly. I thought they led the youngsters tremendously well, and and I'm proud of the senior players and the younger players. I just thought they represented the badge extremely well.
Might be Sidlow's last game for the club roles, but he looked like he was enjoying himself out there, didn't he? He was sort of playing for the badge, as you say.
It was his 150th appearance. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Ziggy, and it might be his last, it might not. But I thought he was great, and I just thought he looked like he was enjoying himself, and I think that's probably what I'll take from that our team looked like it enjoyed himself in bizarre circumstances, albeit like I say, nobody likes losing games, but I think sometimes on a rare occasion you can really take some positives out of the experience and the opportunity that the majority of our squad have been given today, and so I'm pleased with them. I'm especially pleased and thought our fans acknowledged it. I thought our fans were great today, as they have been every week. But big nod to them as well.
And obviously with the club getting the academy licence back next year, that sort of gives more young people hope, I guess, and a chance to sort of impress, because they watch that game tonight and they're thinking, right, I can follow in the footsteps of these guys.
Well, one thing our club has consistently done now for a few years is give opportunities. That's fact, and the numbers are there and the players are there. So when we get, and that's without a pathway. So again, whilst the pathway will take several years to bear any fruit, there is opportunity at any given point within a season. So again, our club has proven that we'll dig deep, we'll give opportunities, and so there's a big plus to joining our club, and whether that be as a youngster in the up and coming months and years as on that pathway, or as a senior player.